And that's how we died. Ooh, good shot.
I'm about to die. About to die. I'm dead. Whoa! I'm dead. I'm dead.
The fuck's talking shit? Oh shit!
And my crypto's.
Oh, I just headshotted that dude and dropped him! Woo! That was beautiful! What's going on, everybody? Mr. Heretic coming to you. Today, we are going to be learning the map Woods. Map knowledge is everything. If you know the map, it might help you win the battle. It might help you avoid the battle. It'll help you find the tasks, get in, get out, extracts. There might even be a couple of good tips as far as where to loot or good loot spawns, things like that. But this is going to be the basics. I'm literally going to run from one end of the map to the other. I'm going to show you where I'm going along the way, and all the points of interest, extracts, and whatnot as we do it. So buckle up, and let's see if we can't learn how to play Woods. Now, just starting off, figuring out where you're at can be difficult. We got lucky. You can see these signs indicate mines. So we're on the mine line, which runs the entirety of this side here on the left side of the map. So if you see the mine line, you know you're on the left side, and it looks like, since it corners, that we're down here. The little yellow arrows mark the spawns. That's also very important. We're going for kind of like basic though, like basic map knowledge. You start learning spawns, you really give yourself an advantage though, so that's a good start. But we're probably down here, so we're gonna see if we can't point out some of these areas and identify things. So anyway, when you see a mine line, you know you're on the left side of the map. There's that. We must be in the corner. That means we should be by one of the extracts called Outskirts. And what a great place to start than to figure out where your extracts are. So just be aware of where the mine line is. Find those signs. Keep an eye on it. You don't want to walk over there. It doesn't take too much to kill yourself. There's a house over there. That's Scav house. It's right down the street from Outskirts. Outskirts can be found by the truck. You get down here to the end of the road, Outskirts. That is your exfil, marked by the truck. You don't even have to get on top of it. Generally, once you get in the vicinity of it, it'll start going. Lay down, boom, extract. So that's your extract. Outskirts extract. So if you noticed on the map, there was a road heading up. There's a house on the left side there. That's Scav house right here. Here's your road, Scav house. So that gives you a little bit of the idea of this corner of the map. We're going to push over to the right here, because a big identifying factor for figuring out where you're at is that giant lake. When you find the lake, you know you're looking at the center of the map. The bottom center of the map. So you can see the mine line there. We can push up the side here. And if I'm not mistaken, alright, here's your next 2 points of interest. Scav exfils. The boat, and then Dead Man's Place. Dead Man's Place is over here on the rock. Boom. Dead Man. The loot bag, You can loot him, and if you've got that extract open, double tap your 0 to find out. 0 is your O key. Double tap O, and you get your extract list. Dead man, there you go. If you got boat, there you go. Those are your 2 scav extracts over here. So we're pushed back towards the road, but not before going over here. This is a good spot to know. I don't actually think it was on the map. See, it's not on the map, but there's this yellow circle. Believe that's to indicate that there could be a scav roaming, because over here there can be a scav roaming. But right off the boat extract, you got this little trailer. There is excellent chances for ammo over here in these crates. There's excellent chance for loot right there. In here, there's an MRE. All over this little encampment. So it's good if you're near to stop by and check it. Alright. So we're going to try and make back to the road. That car is probably a good indicator. You see the house over there? So that's Scav house, so we got an idea where we're at. What we're going to look for is, what is that, ZB14? ZB14 extract. Now this does require a key for you to be able to use it. But if you had the key and you had the extract and you were so inclined, you see the wall in the back there? Running off a Scav house. If you're moving up the map, you'll run across the wall. And ZB has to be active. There's a lot of things, but green smoke means active, so if the green smoke is active and you have the extract and you have the key, you can come down here, pop this door right here, and the extract's in there. There's loot in here, there's loot in there. Even if you don't have the key, not bad to come down here and loot the extract. So we're going to go back towards the road. I don't think that covers most of the good spots. There is some stuff over here, but that covers the main points of interest in the lower left-hand corner there. There's your road. We're going to push back towards the... You know what? We'll go up the road a little bit. It's not on the map, but if you were to start in the lower corner and you want, work your way up to the top of the map, at some point you're going to come across crossroads and a checkpoint. Also tends to have a scav roaming around it. But it's worth coming over here if you're willing to risk it for the biscuit, because there's a very rare spawn in this car. Pop that bad boy open, and there could be a Violet Labs key sitting in that car seat, which is worth a considerable amount of money. Again, I don't think that's on this map though, but it's right in here. Where are you at? Uh-oh. Alright, back to what we were doing before we were rudely interrupted. Major point of interest. You got the lake down there, and this right here is the Sawmill. Now this can be dangerous because this is where the boss Sturman spawns. There are often a lot of scavs, PMCs, lootable areas. But it's a point of interest you need to know to learn the map. Down at the bottom middle, you got the lake, and up above it, you got Sawmill. It's always a good idea to keep an eye up here. The giant rock, it is in the center of the map, first of all, so you can orient yourself. It's not, okay, not quite center, but, you know, okay, whatever. So just to point out, giant lake, sawmills here, almost towards the center, actually. Giant rock. Sniper scav spawns up there, and will tear you a new hole if you're not careful. I would never, under normal circumstances, go running through the center of Sawmill, but you know, we're good. We'll work our way to the right side of the map, lower right hand side of the map, and go check this out. Alright, next point of interest. You got your lake right there. This is a little, kind of like a little med camp. This is a hot zone. Hot zone. That's going to be over here. Right here. So you've actually got a road that runs down this. It's kind of hard to see because the snow right now, but you got your lake. And you got this med camp here. This is a great place to loot. Great place to find some stuff. I've actually found a lead X there before. But you're almost always going to have to fight in this area. People rush it. There's a couple of spawns around. Actually, you can see spawns. And generally, if you hit one of these spawns, you're probably rushing that. It's just good business. There's good stuff there, the possibility, so see green smoke up ahead. Alright, so you got your lake there. We're pretty much at the bottom of the map. And you got your next extract. This is going to be your RUAF gate if you're a PMC, or RUAF roadblock if you are a Scav. But of course, you need that, ooh, I actually have it. Well, we don't want to extract yet, so we're going to keep moving. So right now we're down here. We hit the camp, we move down here to the extract. We're going to move along the wall, we're going to go to the co-op extract. Good luck getting it. But you do have the factory gate co-op. If you can get a friendly Scav, player Scav, or if you're a Scav, a friendly PMC that wants to extract together peacefully, you can use a co-op extract. And it is actually good for building Scav rep. It's actually great. So it is great to do if you can do it. But again, good luck. Only done it a handful of times. But it's just along the wall, so it's easy to find. Factory gate. Just need that friendly Scav. So you're down here right now. Got yourself another extract right down the street. We're going to go push that real quick. Again, this is normally, you know, a road, but it's very covered because of the snow. Which looks fantastic. I actually have this one also, but here's your UN exfil. Come in. There you go. That's going to be down here in the corner of the map. So that gets you this side, this side. We're going to work our way up at the side here and see if we can't go find that airplane. So you got the wall there, you're running along, that's the edge of the map. Old factory's dead ahead of you. That's this like reddish building, like brick building, I believe, with the tracks coming off of it. Now this area can get hot because there's normally a couple scavs hanging out around here, and there's normally a couple scavs hanging out up ahead. So this can be a little contentious area, but old station there. And we're going to keep pushing forward. I don't know how easy it's going to be to find. See, you son of a bitch. Well, like I said, there's normally scavs over here, so you got to be careful. Maybe we'll try to hug the wall and hit Eastern Rocks first. I'm not gonna lie, I can't even remember the last time I used Eastern Rocks as an extract, so I'm not 100% sure on the location, but it is along this wall. If you follow the right side of the map, you will eventually run into. Actually, check that, because that wall like runs like this. Oh man, see, this section gets confusing because it looks like I've already passed these things. I'm moving into a little village there. Yeah, so where we're at is there's a little village here right beside this extract. We're gonna fall back a little bit. Because we're right next to this extract for PMCs. I think I have. Yeah, northern. Boom. There's your northern UN roadblock extract. And then literally right around the corner. It should be in this area. If I'm not mistaken, I think it's right in here. Being not being a scav or whatnot, make it a little bit more difficult. But Eastern Rocks is going to be right over here, and it's going to be right along the wall. And you can see it. It's right, literally right around the rock from the extract there. Now, we're about to take a journey and see if we can find ZB11. And especially if the flare's not on, man, good luck. But there is technically an extract over in this direction. I think I'm running off of it. I need to slide back down this way a little bit. When you're first learning, or even after you've been playing for a while, obviously, a decent map makes a lot of difference. I don't know that we're going to stumble upon 11, though. Because generally I find 11 by stumbling upon it. Yeah, that's the trail for the plane. So we're back here. We passed it, It's right beside. Oh, ZB16 anyway. Oops. I want to kind of try one more time. Finding different points to try and tackle it from. And that's generally the thing, is find a point you know and use it to find a point that you're having trouble finding. That's it right there. So it's not active. No green flare. And again, you need a key for it. But you can come down here. Oh, maybe you don't need a key for it. It's not active though, so I thought you needed a key. Keep that in mind. But you do need the green flare and you do need the actual extract. Which I actually have, it's just not actually available for me right now because of the green flare. So if it were, I could have just walked down there and gotten out. Alright, now we're going to see if we can find the plane again. Alright. You found your broken trees. You got a little bit of a trail that's coming up here through the broken trees. And you find yourself the airplane. Well, this is important because Jaeger's or the task for a mechanic to open Jaeger. You need to find the plane. Alright, so we hit the bottom of the map. We came up the side. We actually went a little too far, but you know, come back here. Found 16, found the plane. Actually found the trail leading off the plane from the crash, and then found the plane. But these two could take a little bit of wandering around, getting used to figuring it out. But they're over there, and you can find them. Once you find the plane, if you're trying to do Jaeger's task, off the head of the plane, you move down. Oh, there she is. You just look to the left of the plane a little bit. You're looking for that hunting stand. You run over here. Jaeger's task is right there. So being able to locate the plane is kind of a big deal. And the big point that you can use to try and help you is just the big rock, because Sniper Rock's right there. Alright. I don't know about Mountain Stash. You can run through these. There's not, I mean, if you want a PvP, there's certainly people that'll run through there. You can get up there. There's some loot. Because there's trails. There's hidden stashes. If you want to go tackle the mountain, you certainly can. We're not. We're going to put that bad boy to our left, and we're going to start running in this direction, heading back towards the small little village that we ran into earlier, and then push towards the little village, another village down the street where the vehicle extract is. So you've got your little town there, couple decent loot spots. You've got a road that comes out of it. And right down the street was the Northern Ewan Roadblock Extract we hit. So this whole area is this right here. You got a whole little slew of streets that wander around this little village. And then a main road that goes into the big village. town, whatever. Running down this road would be dangerous. There are normally snipers that will be shooting down into it. They like to hang out on that left side too. Wonder how long it'll take for him to see me. But you can go down the main road. You can go along the side. Do be careful if you walk along the side coastline and you get too close. You will get killed by a sniper. If you come down to the end of the road, there's your vehicle extract. People also like to camp and watch it, so you have to be careful. We're up here. This is the bridge car extract where we're at. We went straight through the center of the town from the little village down here. Now we're going to work our way up the side. This is going to be a bit of a run, so it's going to take a minute. But we're going to get to it. Again, if you're walking along that coastline, if you get too close to it, sniper scavs from across the water will blow your fucking head off. So, best to avoid. Now we're coming up on the power lines. You'll notice in quite a few places you got basic power lines running down roads and areas and whatnot. But on woods, you got some power towers with some serious pass by right here. This is over here, right here. This is where we're at. We ran down the street, we hit the power lines. I actually, when I first started, used to use the power lines because they cut straight across the map right there for a navigation tool. There's actually a couple of hidden stashes along the way, but to help get you where you're going and to know where you're at, that's a big one to know. Now we're coming into Sunken Village. That's going to be this stretch right here. The road runs right through it, and it's a bunch of dilapidated buildings. I actually run past this point a lot, but along the coastline, trying to get to car extract, running from this side down that side actually, so. When you start getting into the lakes area, now we're on the far, right side of the map, but there's a whole set of lakes in the upper part of the map here that help you identify that area. I heard him sound off. And there are generally quite a few of them around there, so you got to be careful. Alright, so if you keep going up the road through Sunken Village, we're coming up to another extract. This one for the scavs. I'm not going to get too close because I don't know where those sniper scavs start shooting and whatnot, but basically, you may not even be able to get shot if you're a PMC from over here at all, but either way, that's your extract, scav extract right there, scav bridge, up here at the top of the map. So we literally just ran this road right here through Sunken, alongside the lakes, scav bridge, top of the map. Actually, I'm going to point it out. You can see this. It's in a few places, but this triangle formation of roads joining right here is what we're running up to. You can also see that tower up there. That is Scav Bunker. It's a great way to locate yourself. It's at the top of the map. So if you run down the road and you head down here, Scav Bunker on one side, there's this other spot here. It's on the left for us with the containers. You can get some loot over here. You can get some Scav kills. They run back and forth between Scav Bunker and that area. We'll run over here. And then there's the Scav Bunker. There's a few places to loot over here. Generally a few Scavs. And then it's called Bunker because there's actually a bunker. So you can come down here. Get yourself some loot generally in here. I've actually found a Bitcoin in here under this cot, so there's the potential for some decent stuff. And that is also an extract if you are a Scav Bunker Extract. Just walk up to the door, boom, you're good. Try to orient ourselves here. Lakes. Here we go. That should be the road. So you got your storage containers here. You got Scav Bunker underneath a giant tower. Trees are blocking it. Can't see it. Yeah, giant tower. Giant tower. You're on a road. We just hit this, and we're on this road right here. Now this is a point of interest because this is a starter task. But down this road, you got the tree blocking the road, and you got the convoy. And this is one of the first prepper tasks. Hot zone, especially at the beginning of White. People will be here fighting, killing, ratting, whatever. There's some decent loot. You can, if you're willing to risk it, there's a box. There's a tech. There's tech. There's normally, oh, maybe this is the body I'm looking for. There's normally this body, actually. There, bandages. There's so loot will spawn on these things. You walk up here, you get the task, you get away. Now we're going to cut through here between the lakes. So just real quick, convoy's right here. This is where we're at. We should be cutting through these lakes right here. I'm going to point out this line of mines. This red stuff right here on the map is mines. The USEC camp has mines around it, so you have to be very careful about how you do this. Actually, what side of it am I on? I'm going to check myself real quick. I think I should be coming up on it at the exact right spot. Yes, yes indeed. So, like, literally right across from the convoy is the USEC camp. Which you can, I mean, you see right here, convoy. We just walked through this right here, USEC camp. So, the hillside is mined, and you don't want to mess with that. And there's probably a few ways up, but I don't mess with it. I come up this back way. If I come around the other side, I wrap, and I come up this back way. You hug this rock, boom, you're inside USEC camp. I don't wander far outside the borders. Yeah, you can find some great loot here. You can find some great loot inside there. There's loot all over this place. Loot all over this place. High danger zone. So it should be the right side that's mined and you don't want to go to. You can. I don't even walk down this hill, though it should be clear. We're about to find out, actually, because who cares. But you can run across the top of the hill. This is the other side of USEC camp where the vehicles are at. This is what you need to hit to get the task complete, if I'm not mistaken. I think you need to come over here to get the other part of the proper task complete, which is finding the convoy and then finding the USEC camp. So that puts us over here. And you know what? We'll run back to where we started. Why not? So we'll just wrap this entire map. So just for me to find out the fun way. This hill does appear to be clear, so do at your own risk. I need to head that direction. Screw it. There's no need to run the edge of the map. So we're going to start working our way down the map. And here you come, coming up to the power lines. And right here, there should be a road. Again, it's... I think there is. Yeah. Oops. So, that's literally right here. We just hit the power lines. We just hit the road coming off this hill right here. And you can literally follow the power lines to the edge of the map. Actually, you know what? Yeah, because I used to do this all the time. Run the power line, go to the edge of the map, follow the edge of the map, down to get to Outskirts, or ZB if you had the key, and it was available. And this should look familiar, because now we've hit the checkpoint, which is going to be right here, right off the crux of these two things. So I didn't run the edge of the map, but you totally can run the edge of the map. You saw them online earlier. You see the signs. You just got to be careful. But we're at the convoy. I do actually want to point out one last thing. Just because it is kind of hard to find, but it's on this side of the road if you are at the convoy. Oh, I just walked right past it. So it's a lot easier to find when there's not snow on the ground because there's a giant frickin' circle. There can be loot and stuff around here, but the dead giveaway is this rock with the markings on it. This is one of the cultist spots, sacrifice spots. And I mean, like, you can literally a couple steps, you're looking at the checkpoint. You know, you turn this way, you're looking at Sawmill. You got this funky rock. It's a little open here, and the circle would be on the ground if not for all the snow. I'm sure it's still there, but you know. So, oh shit! Look at me. Look at me. It's totally still there. I'm just not looking quite in the right spot. But candles, look, candles. Oh, it's very nice. Marks on the trees. But this is the cultist spot. And other than that, that's pretty much it. At this point, we can run over here real quick. You got your road. You got your scav house down there. And you got your wall right there. So you got access to CB14 over here if it's open. Outskirts is down here. Dead Man's Rock and the boat are over here. That's pretty much it. that should give you some basic knowledge of woods. It's all the basic points of view, interest, able to identify where you're at, find out where you're going, where you need to be, the extracts, and then like I said, there's a couple of loot spots and whatnot. So that should at least get you going. Hopefully that helps you figure out, get someone a task done, gets them out the map, whatever it is you were trying to do. Hopefully that helps you get it. And find yourself a good map, dude. Find yourself a good map. There's tons of different maps. Some that are way better than this, but they start having too much on this. I like basic. I like a basic map. So I will put a link to the site I'm using maps for, and but you can Google that, find one that works for you. Map knowledge is everything. That's half the game. If you can figure out how to move around and you can figure out where to go, you've got half the fight down. Anyone that's still here, appreciate y'all hanging out. Please, if you can, like, share, comment, subscribe, all those fancy things. Hope this helps. Y'all have a good one.